stretch the neck muscles out. When we get tense and tight, tension goes straight into our neck and shoulders. So we're going to take the head over to the right side, take the right arm over and stretch down. If you just do that, I'm just coming, so go into the weight of it. Okay, so you're stretching through. Still your feet are facing forward, and then you're lifting, and then the other side. So pressing down. It's never a pull, all right? Just gentle. You know when you sleep awkwardly sometimes, you get this strain in your neck. So this is a lovely neck exercise to do. And then bring it up to the top, and then just allow your chin to draw down. Yeah, so I'm allowing my head like heavy. And as I do this, I'm just going to reach back on my shoulders. Reaching back. And again, reaching back. Inhale, exhale. Now I'm going to take my chin away from my chest. And I'm going to lift it back. And again, very gentle here, no forcing. Allow the lips, the mouth to open. And then from there, just bring it back. Okay, so you've taken the head into all angles. Place your hands on the lower part of your ribs, yeah, towards the outside, and take some nice deep breaths. So inhale and exhale. Now I can breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you're congested, in through the mouth and out through the mouth. But we really do try our best to do nasal breathing. So feel the diaphragm. Feel the rib cage expand, what we call diaphragmatic lateral breathing. You're pushing the air away, and then as you exhale, slow, I want you to put a little bit of tension into the abdominals and into the glutes. Okay, so inhale, feel the rib cage expand, air into the side, into the ribs. As you exhale, you feel it fold back down. Again, nice strong connection into the abdominals. And again, so mind, body, inhale, and then exhale, and then take that down. Okay. Now, just put your hands at the side of you. I now want you to keep that tension you've put in there with your lateral breathing. I never want it to be jelly-like. It's always nice and strong, right? Without sucking and holding your breath. Yeah? So relax the shoulders down. Lovely. Okay. From there, let's just rock the pelvis forward and back. Forward and back. And it's finding that position into A, B. Right, so that's our A and C. That's it, A and C. And it's going to find our neutral today. It'll be different for all of us than what it was last Monday. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing things like mileage beyond anything I've ever experienced. My pelvis is definitely in a different alignment at the moment. So inhale, exhale, and then bring yourself into the center. Okay, arms open. Take your palms up to the ceiling and try this, okay? So go into a thoracic rotation, right and left. Now, as you're turning, I'm asking you to put your palms up, because you're naturally going to engage the back of the shoulders, yeah? And again. Now one more time. Now, this hurts your shoulder in any way. Just place your palms down and turn them over. Now I'm going to come down. So my right hand, the back of my hand is coming down towards my knee, and my left arm comes over. I'm going to change sides. That's it. And again, so we go up and over. Lovely. And then back and over. Let's put these together. We're going to go over into a lateral bend, and then into a lateral bend. Okay. Let's come back into an aeroplane. So I'm going to go around into my right side, and I'm going to stop in the centre, and then I'm going to come up and over. And then I'm going to stop to centre. So think of it as your home position. And then, right, let's do that one more time, and I'm going to use the legs there. So round, then we take that side bend over, and then round the other side, and then side bend over. Okay, bringing your arms down at the side of you. Make sure you've got enough room behind you and step back on the right and then step back on the left. So it's like a little calf stretch, yeah? Not a lunge because I'm not lowering the leg. It's just kind of a split push back, yeah? In, push back. So I'm pushing the heel down into the ground. Now, as I do this on my next one, I'm going to take my right arm, go back and close. Back we go, circle and close. So I'm going to lose my balance. Round and close. The other side. Round and close. Open your arms and just bring me a lovely little float. Yeah, lovely float forward. And back. And again, so we come forward and back. Last time. Let's put these together. All right, so I'm going to step back on my right and take my right arm back. Close and the other side. Back. I get a bit of momentum up there, right? And rather than stopping and starting, keep it into a flow. Open the arms and then come forward and open. I'm going to add on another move to make it even more of a flow. I'm going to bring my hands down on top of the pelvis and walk forward and back. So we can make it more intense now, this pelvis walking, because we are a little bit warmer. So we're going to do a squat. You don't have to come down too deep. You can come down as low as you want to. I'm going to come down into a squat and lift up. Yeah? Down into a squat. Now, if this doesn't feel right for you, keep the pelvis tilted. Okay, let's put the little swoop and the squat together. So we're going to do a swoop and open the chest. Bring the arms around and squat. Yeah? Open the arms, bring it through, open, bring them round and through. Okay, all right, I'm going to go from the very, very top now. So let's open the arms. Let's put all these movements together. So into your rotation, then into your lateral flexion. Yeah, let's do that the other side. So you go into a rotation, keeping the glutes connected the whole time and the muscles in the tummy. So even though you're moving your body, your torso, I still want you to concentrate on your abs and your glutes as well over the top. Okay, I'm going to step back on my right and I'm going to go through and on the left. And again, so look behind you if you want to, or just keep facing forward. Open the arms, here we go, swoop and open, and then one squat. And again, so we're going to swoop, and then we're going to go into one squat. All right, let's put it all together. Okay, so open through. We're going to mix it around a little bit as well. We're going to go round to the right. Then I'm going to come over the top. I'm going to step back on my right. Lovely. And I'm going to step back on my left. Okay, I'm going to step back on my right again. And then I'm going to step back on my left. Okay, I'm going to open the arms and then I'm going to go into that rotation and then I'm going to go over the top. I'm going to step back on my left, then on my right, then on my left, and then on my right, and then I'm going to do a swoop forward and I'm going to do a squat. Lovely. Should we do another scoop forward? Around we go. Bring the arms down and then into a squat. Lovely. Nice. Let's just roll it down. Yeah, coming down into a little flexion and then into your extension. Yeah. Then I'm going to come back up. So I'm going to go into a flexion. I'm going to start to roll it up. As I roll it up, I'm going to sweep my arms up with me and I'm going to go into a little baby back bend. Let's do that again. You're going to roll it down. The moment you come down, let's call this an A position, all right? Let's call it A. So I'm extending my back, yeah, into that cow position. Couldn't get the words up then. Then I'm going to go into my A position, but my A is going to slide me up and away, and then I'm going to go into a baby back bend. Okay, I'm going to change it again. So I'm going to come down. As I come down, I'm going to come into a little extension. Then I'm going to come back and through. Now this time I'm going to do a swim leg. So I'm going to lift my right leg, and then I'm going to lift my left leg. So my back extension has changed. So I'm going to roll it down into an extension. Okay, and then, so that little baby back extension that we did has moved into a swim leg. One, so I'm just pushing back, flexing the foot. Let's just do that again on the flex foot. One, so Superman, raise the arms. So I don't want you to kick the leg, push back with that heel. Let's put that together. Okay, so I roll it down. The moment I'm down, I'm into the extension. I come back up and through into that little flexion and through all the way back into swim leg. 1 and 2. Give me a knee raise on the right and then on the left. That's it. Okay, let's start putting another little sequence together. These sequences all morning, I think. Lovely. Okay, so as you're lifting and lowering, you're obviously giving yourself that balance. Now, if you're balanced, some days I'm talking about balance, I've lost mine. Some days balance is better than others, right? It could be purely because we haven't drunk enough water or we're tired. And I think that's what it was my case. But when you're lifting and lowering, if you find it too much, you can hold on to something. Obviously, stand up, don't bend over. Or you can just touch the ground, right? So you've got contact. Or you can hold on, yeah, and then do it this way. It's absolutely up to you. All right, so right leg up, I want to add on. Left leg up. Okay, right leg into an abduction. Now, if you don't like the abduction, yeah, if you don't like it, we can change it. And we can tap. Yeah, tap. So again, up to you. Let's go back to a knee lift with an opposite arm raise. So 1. Let's just take the arm up into a front raise, actually. Don't come up any higher, just somewhere around shoulder height, okay? Then let's take both arms into a lateral abduction as we go into a hip abduction. 2 more, 1. Then I'm gonna come into a squat, okay? So I'm gonna come into a squat, and then I'm gonna lift the arms up, come onto my tiptoes into a calf raise. Let's do that again. Into a squat, lift the arms, up onto the tiptoes to calf raise. And again, into your squat, lift the arms. So every time we lift the arms above the head, we raise the heart rate by 5%. Okay, let's put them together. So knee raise. I'm going to flow each one of them. Okay, we do 4 of these. Okay, now I'm going to do one arm to one leg. Okay, so rather than both arms, it's getting the brain thinking, isn't it? There we go. We're going to do a squat with a calf raise. 1, lift up, and again. So reach forward with the arms, lift them up above the head into the calf raise. 2 more. 1, lift up, calf raise. Last time. 1, lift up, calf raise. Let's do 1 of each. So up with the knee, and then into your hip abduction, and then into your squat and 1 calf raise. Squat, up and through. In the knees again. 1 and 2. Either side. 3 and 4. And then into your squat. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Lovely, guys. Let's do a full roll down. So now come down a little bit lower, as low as you can. Yeah, all the way to the floor. All the way down. Okay, and then inhale, exhale, and then roll it back up. Shoulders back and down and circle around those arms for 2. 1 and 2. Now leave your arms open to an aeroplane. So my head is my way. Arms open to an aeroplane. Palms are up. Rotation to your right. Then your right arm down and your left arm over. Step back on the right. Then step back on the left. And again, round we go. Okay, now scoop it forward and then into a little squat. Okay, into your aeroplane arms, left side, round we go. And then bring your left arm over the top. Lovely. Step back on your left. 1. And again, 2. That's it. I'm looking at the screen, checking you. But look back with it if you want to. Swoop it forward with the arms. Swoop. Lovely. And then bring it down. Squat down as much as you want to. We're going to roll it down halfway into your extension. Come in, dropping through. Come back up and take your arms with you into your swim leg for 1 and 2. Do that again. We roll it down. So you can see what's happening, guys. You're flowing the whole time. The body is in motion. Okay, there we go. And through. 1 and 2. Then into a knee lift. 1 and 2. To the side. 1 and 2. Lovely. Go back to a knee lift. 1. Lovely. And 2. Out to the side. 3. And then a squat with a calf raise. 1. Lift up. 2. One more time. Down. Lift up. 2. And then finish it with a lovely roll down. That's it. So you've done 3 sequences. And we put them all together. So we should be feeling nice and warm. Just makes things more interesting, really. All your Pilates exercises put together in a little pattern. And shoulders back and down. Okay. Guys, I'll take my top off. You take your 1 hand weight. All right. So just take your 1 hand weight. And then we're going to go from there. You don't need a heavy one. I've got 3. Just a little bit of resistance. And if you haven't got a weight, you can always use a water bottle or a tin. But the thing is, I've got quite small hands, and when I put my hands around the tin, I kind of like feel I'm going to drop it. And we don't want to be dropping anything on our feet, do we? So just be careful, all right? So the weight. Let's think about it. So we're the weight in our right hand, and it's in towards our thigh, right? In towards the thigh. Not here, in. So it's in a hammer position, all right? I'm going to take my left hand at the side of my head. I'm going to start to work on the waist. So I'm just going to push down and lift up. So the magic happens on the lift up. So this is where, I mean, I told you to use a lightweight, but if you had a selection of weights, I would say on this one, go as heavy as you can. And again. All right, so I'm now going to change that, take the hand down. I'm going to leave the arm in this position and I'm going to lift it up to a front raise. Notice in front raise and lower. Okay? So it's coming up in front and it's coming lower down. Right? I'm not swinging. So you're inhaling and you're exhaling. Right? Oh, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Then I'm going to go on to the other side. All right, I'm going to change sides and then we're going to build it up. So we're going to do exactly the same on this side as we did on our right side. And then I'm going to add on. So we're going to keep adding on, and then I'm going to put it all together. All right, so I'm going to channel one side of the body and then the other. Okay, okay. Then you're going to come up into a front raise, remember? Now you can keep the elbows slightly bent. And again, so up and lower. That's it. And again, try not to swing. And want it working right the way into that deltoid. Place your hand on it if you want to. Feeling it work, yeah? You know what's going on. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. Notice I'm still staying in neutral and not changing. Okay. Taking the weight into both hands this time, right, both hands. I'm going to come up into a little bicep curl. So keeping my elbows in, and I'm going to lower down, right? So I'm doing a bicep and lower. Now this is easy. Biceps are strong, right? And we've only got one weight. But let's make it a little bit harder. So why don't we add the legs in? So why don't we come down into a little squat, into a little bicep, and then let's push it to the ceiling. And you've got a big range to move from. So I've got the ceiling. I'm going to come down to curl it down. I'm going to come into my squat. I'm going to come up and through, elbows in, into a bicep curl, and up to the top. Yeah? Fold it back down and lower. And it's a great technique when you've got really, your weights are light. You can really get great form. And when people carry, I see it at the gym a lot, people picking up weights far too heavy for them, and they're swinging all over the place. It's so much better to get it right first, and then you can play with your weights and how many kilos. Okay, you're going to do one more. So down, lift, up, and then in and lower. Right, let's put them together. Right, so I've got 3 exercises. I'm not going to do many reps of each, and then we're going to move on. So hand over for 4, 1 and 2. So we're going to move around the body in 180 degrees. 4 front raises. So notice the hand is staying in because it's nicer on the wrist. Okay, this is your last one. Get ready with your left hand to take it here. You can come into a squat. You're going to lift up into a little curl. You're going to reach into a shoulder press. You're going to bring the elbows back in and down and lower. Okay, that's 1, 2, and then up into the shoulders, lift to the ceiling, back in and lower. You've got 2 more. Down we go, nice and low. Okay, now as you're squatting down, I want you to think about squeezing the muscles in the bottom. Right, so squeeze the muscles in the bottom. Up, lift, in and down. I think we've got one more. Down, into bicep, to shoulder, to lift, back into the waist and lower. Let's do it all on the other side. That's 1. So this is our 180 degrees, yeah? We've gone from our right side and then our left side, and then hand down, front raise, 1 and 2, 3. Now I'm not going to go those squats again, I'm going to change it. I'm going to take the weight again into both hands. I'm going to take the feet out a little bit wider. I'm going to take the weight down over to my right side and take it up into the corner. And again, so chop the wood down into your corner. Down. Stretch across into your corner. And again, down. Lift a corner. Now bring it down home to the sides. Take it down into your left side and then up into your corner. And again, down into the left, up into the corner. Down into left, up into corner. And again, down and lift. Now bring it back down to your thighs and give me a little plie squat. So the toes are facing outwards and your pelvis is tucked under. Okay, so the weight of my hands here, it's just making me work just a little bit harder. Okay, and again, down. Now this time I'm going to go down because I don't want my weight anymore. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to let go of my weight, I'm going to come back up, then I'm going to take my right arm and I'm going to lift it up. Yeah, I'm going to bring my left arm down to the floor, touch my weight and lift it up. Yeah, my right arm. So touch the weight, lift it up, bring the arm down, touch the weight. Notice the arm comes up 180 degrees and lower. Both hands down, lift up, down, lift up. Open your arms, scoop it forward, and then give me a lovely squat. That's it. And again, scoop it forward. So I've just brought another little sequence in. And forward. All right. From the top, hand down, right hand down. Touch the weight, lift it up. Touch the weight, lift it up. Both hands, touch the weight, lift it up. Do it again. Touch the weight, lift it up. Open your arms, scoop it forward. And squat. One more time. Touch the weight right, lift the arm. Touch the weight left, lift the arm. Both together. Remember I said you elevate the heart rate every time you take those arms above the head. Open your arms, swoop forward, and then a lovely little squat. Okay. From here, just reach. I'm bending my right knee and I'm reaching over to my right side. And then I'm going to do it on the other side. Right, so I'm scooping away. And scooping away. This time I'm going to scoop away and hold, and then bring my left arm over. Hold it there, and release. So we're going to go 1, 2. You're going to hold it here on your left side, and then you're going to bring your right arm over. Bring it up to the top. Guys, your arms stretch as far as you can. And then bring your arms down and circle back. 1, circle back. Bring your feet back to hip distance. And then we're going to lower it down. Lower down. Touch your weight. Take your left hand onto your weight. And your right arm back. So a little bit of height there as well. And then place the right hand down, and then the left arm. Push away from your weight, leave it on the floor, and row. Okay, time to go down onto our mat. Hope you're all feeling good. How are we all? Let me just check in. Make sure you're all right. Yeah, you're good? Excellent. Thank you for letting me know. There. All right. Anytime during the class you need to tell me something, and there's a little chat at the bottom. Just you can chat to everybody, or you can send me a message personally. All right. So a chat. So anytime the music's gone up or anything happens, you might have to leave the meeting early. Just keep chatting. So I'm just going to lengthen out my mat now. I'm going to have my mini ball ready, and I'm also going to have my weight. We've got about 15 minutes left, guys. About 15. So, I'm going to do, you know how much I like my flows and my sequences, so I'm going to continue this with you now, down onto the floor. Okay, let me just lower the screen slightly because you need to see them. You'll have my head chopped off now, but you'll see I'm done. All right, so let's just go back slightly to where we did our little half roll. Let's roll down halfway, coming into an extension, yeah, and then drop the chin to the chest, roll it up. And let's do our swim leg by flexing the right foot and then flexing the left foot. Okay, let's do it again. So we're going to roll it down. You're going to come into an extension. Little flexion brings you up. You're going to lift the arm, swim leg. 1, I haven't got enough room really, and 2. All right, I'm going to add on. So we're going to roll down. Now, this time I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to walk the hands away from me. We'll go into a calf stretch. And I'm just going to pebble push them. Just to get a deeper calf stretch into the right and left. Okay. Now, this time I'm going to place both feet down and walk the hands away from me into a plank position. I'm going to drop the knees I'm going to drop the upper body down to the floor, move back a little bit, move back a bit, and then come up into a cobra. Okay. I'm going to tuck the toes underneath me, and I'm going to push back into a calf stretch. I've just walked I've got a short upper body, so I've just had to walk my feet in slightly. Okay. I'm now going to walk my hands in towards my feet. And I'm going to roll up. My next one, we will stay down. I'm going to do a swim leg. 1 and 2. Okay, so let's roll it down. Roll down. Take it into your calf stretch. Pedal push the feet. And we'll come up a bit. Right, so pedal push the feet. Then stay here. Press both heels down. Walk the hands away from you. Okay. Drop the knees, drop the chest. So there's your chest press. So your tricep press up into a cobra. Okay. Then child's pose. There we go. So we combine swim leg, flexion extension of the spine, calf stretch, plank, cobra, child's pose. There's a lot of exercises that we can do. So rather than making you do something over and over again, we put it into a little flow. Talking about flows, let's do another flow. Oh, sorry, I'm going to come down this way. It's just room sometimes. I haven't got enough room for my body and my arms. So I'm going to take away my right arm and my left leg. Yeah, I'm going straight into a Superman. Now, again, the setup. Your hands and wrists are under your shoulders, and your knees are under your hips. You're not in an A position. You're not in a C position. You're in a neutral position. You're in a B. Yeah? Right, so I'm going to come around. All right, so this time I'm going to extend my right arm and my left leg. So room here. Now I'm going to combine thread like a needle. This arm comes down. I'm going to lift it up to the top. Then I'm going to thread it through. Yeah? Lift it up to the top and thread it through. Okay, let's place that hand back. There's your setup, right? There's your setup, right? So we've got our hands in line with the shoulders and the knees in line with the hips. Okay, I'm now going to take my left arm and my right leg away. I'm going to lower it and I'm going to go up on my thread like a needle, so into my extension, and then I'm going to drop it through. And again, up and away, and then drop it through. Okay, should we try one of each? All right, I'm going to go onto the side to show you. So I'm going to put one Superman and one thread like a needle. So we're going to do away in your pelvis stays neutral. Take it down. Then same arm comes up and thread the needle. And place that down. Let's try it on the other side. So your left arm and your right leg down, up we go. Open the shoulder and thread like a needle. There we go. And then placing your hand there, coming into your extension, into C, up into A to flexion, then into B. There we go. Let's come into a seated position and let's place the ball behind us. Right, so I'm just going to show you from the side. So the ball is just behind me. Now, the more I come away, if I come up into a sit-up, I'm doing a half a roll back. Every time I come up here, the ball is going to move, right? So you're going to come back into a half a roll back, but you're not going to come away from your ball completely, right? It's always going to stay there. So you're going to work harder, right? Because your muscles are under contraction the whole time, but you are going to work a little bit harder. Okay. So let's place the ball behind us. Right, and let's take our arms away. So I'm going to do 3 planes. So I'm going to do sagittal plane in half a roll back. So keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, that's in my sagittal plane. That's forward and back. Now, again, we don't want to be here all day doing this, because we're not going to challenge our other core muscles. Now I'm going to do a frontal. So I'm going to open. I'm going to give you lots of options as well. So what feels good for you? Okay. Now this is a frontal plane. I'm abducting the arm away. But I could, to make it harder, I could abduct both arms away, and I could do 1, 2. We wouldn't want to do this that ball though. 3, 4, and close. Right. So again, I'm not coming off the ball completely. Open the arms to aeroplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, and close. All right, let's go back to a half a roll back. Put it together. Back we go. Back we go. So we're going into sagittal plane where we are now. So this is my tri-plane movements today. So this is my sagittal. My second one was frontal. You can do it single, or you can do your aeroplane arms and go 1, 2, 3, 4, into the center. And then let's do rotation. So there's my bow and arrow. So I'm coming back, sweep into bow and arrow. That's it. Back we go. Think about our movements, our triplane. This is our transverse, our rotational movements of the spine. If we don't hit all of the muscle groups, guys, and you just keep doing exercises forward and back, which a lot of classes do at the gym, body pump, things like that, tend to do a lot of sagittal plane work. You're not going to hit the obliques. You're not going to hit the lower abdominals. Okay, so let's do 2 of each. Okay, so 2 half roll backs. That's 1. And another one. And 2. Okay. Open the arms, or you do it single. We do 1, 2, 3, 4, in, and lift, bow and arrow. 1, and 2, and release. Let's lengthen those legs away. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling and leave the hands up. We're going to do an exercise with the weight, without the ball. If you get comfortable and you feel you want to work a bit harder, we've got minutes left of the lesson, you can then use your ball. So this will be the last exercise. I'm going to come into a dead bug position. So my arm is up, and I'm going to come into a tabletop. Right, so my arms are up, and I'm in a tabletop. So, dead bug. Because I've got the weight in my right hand, I'm obviously going to channel this side first, and then the other. So this is going to be up to you. I'm going to take you down a level to start, and then take you up. So you're, sorry. Okay. So here, I need a bigger room. So here, guys, here. So I'm sliding my leg away, and I'm bringing my arm into a pullover and back, yeah? And again, so back we go. I really would like to lengthen my arm, but I can't because of room. Okay, I could make it harder by lifting the leg up to tabletop. Yeah. I could make it harder again by taking both legs to tabletop. Okay. Again, that's fine. Again, you're going to choose. Right, let's change sides. So you can start both legs down, and you can go into a leg slide. Or you can take that leg up. That's a little larger than having dead bug. And then you can go into a leg slide, and up from your tabletop position. Or dead bug, and then you go back and through. Yeah, into that leg extension with that arm extension overhead. Okay. All right, now, we're going to make it harder. I'm going to come up to diagonal. I'll do it from there. All right, so if you want to make it harder, guys, you're going to take it up into a tabletop position. There's your dead bug. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so again, you've got your choices. Change, okay, and then the other side for 1, and 2, and 3. Last time, and 4. Okay, from here, I'm going to take the weight into both hands. I'm going to keep the elbows nice and locked at this point. If you feel too wobbly, place your feet down onto the floor, and you're going to go into a skull crush, down and lift. And obviously, I don't want you to drop the weight, so if you're really doing this and finding it really hard, you're going to place your feet down, because I don't want you to drop the weight on this leg. Yeah, so you do what's right. Or just try one leg. Yeah, make sure you swap it over as well. And you go into your skull crush. Now, notice the skull crush, I'm bending at the elbows and lifting away. Bend at the elbows and lift it. Bring that weight down, place it down inside of you. Place your feet down onto the floor. Lift away from your ball into your big high hip ridge, and then come down low, but don't touch the floor. Think about your 2 movements. You're coming as high as you can, and you're coming as low as you can without touching the floor. Right? Well, you can touch the floor, but just don't put your weight on it. So lift and lower. Right? One more time. High as you can, high as you can. And then vertebrae line. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross your feet over. I don't mind which way you go, because you're going to change it in a minute. Just rock side to side, yeah? And then swap it over. You've got to keep the pelvis stable and neutral, and also strong on both sides. So if we keep doing it on one side, you're going to be training one side of your body harder than the other. So whatever way. Take your feet down, and now, I'm going to come out a bit, so I've got a shorter movement. Take your right leg over your left knee, and then just open your arms, and then come over to your right side. Okay, up to the top. Change that over, through, and then let's go over. Lovely stretch all the way from the shoulder down to the lats, the side of the back into the obliques, and the lower back. Then comes the top. And hook. Little rock to come up. Come around here seated and place your feet together, soles of your feet together, and push down on the inside of your thighs. Push down. Now, at the moment, pelvic floor under strain, inner thigh being stretched. Here, right? So here I am, pushing down. If I lean forward, I come forward, stretch changes, isn't it? So now you start to feel it in the outer thigh, into the glutes and the hips. Come back up, press down, there's your inner thigh, lean into it, and you've got your lower back, your hips, your glutes, and abductors. Okay. All right. Bring your legs around you onto all fours. Tuck your toes under and push yourself into your calf stretch. Walk your hands in towards your feet, and then roll up into your own spine. Okay. When you're at the top, just little straight up there. Okay. All right. Wonderful. All right, guys. Open your arms, just rock it through and open. Now leave the arms open, palms up to the ceiling, no tension. Take your right arm down, left arm over, and then press. Down we go. And then your left arm down, and then your right arm down. Let's swoop together for one. And again, and loosen up. And then take your right arm over the top. You're reaching out to that left arm, and then you're coming left arm out towards your right arm. Bring your arms down. We're going to roll it down. The moment you're down halfway, you're going to do an extension. You're going to take it back up. As you roll it up. I'm going to do a swing leg only on the right side. Take it down. I'm going to roll it down into your extension. Taking it up and through, roll it up. I'm going to do a leg extension, swim leg on my left side. Wonderful. Let's take our arms and through. Inhale and exhale. I hope you do the same way for the week. We haven't got Zoom next week, and we haven't got it the week after because we've got 2 lovely bank holidays coming up.